We're about a 55-year-old real estate company from New York, but we built this for people to live here and to stay here.
Hello， 异想好觉同学们，大家好！今天非常开心来到 The Hakimian Organization 位于纽黑文的新公寓 Estelle， 然后跟随我们 CEO Jason 的脚步，与这边的开发商高层进行一些深度访谈，了解他们对纽黑文租赁市场变化的看法，以及他们如何为当代租客打造更加现代化的一些设计和建筑。最后我们也会通过这个访谈了解到异乡好居如何通过筛选与优质开发商的合作，为海外租客和国际学生匹配最令人满意最安心的住宿选择。现在就跟随我的脚步，对这栋大楼一探究竟吧。
Actually, today we are so happy and honored to invite the founders or co-founders of this family business, Hakimian Organization. Actually, we want to talk more, ask more questions to these co-founders and the owners of the family about the company, about the property. I think our customers must have some questions for you guys. Yeah, most students, most parents that don't know your company, the Hakimian Organization. Could you introduce more about the stories about your family, about your company?
We're about a 55-year-old real estate company from New York. My father founded the company in 1971, and it started. It's a very sort of traditional slow growth family story. He moved here from Iran, studied architecture at Kansas State University, and then moved to New York and started working for different firms. Eventually was able to buy some walk-up buildings, and it's been a really steady growth since then. We still maintain about 50% of the portfolio that he built. We manage it in-house back in New York. And in the past 15-20 years, we've started getting into larger scale projects, mostly in New York. This is our first Connecticut venture. We're very excited about this market. We love Connecticut. We love New Haven. We think there's a lot of growth here, and we're excited to move forward with that.
Wow, it's interesting. Actually, as I know, your family is focused on New York for nearly 50 years, right?
Yeah.
Why New Haven?
It's a great question. New Haven's a phenomenal place to live. The obvious thing is Yale is here.
Yeah.
But when we're looking at a market, we really try to look at what is the neighborhood environment, what is the transportation, what is the cultural impact of the place, how walkable are the streets. To be honest, we found we were touring a property in Stamford, Connecticut a number of years ago.
Yeah. Someone
in my office had just told me that there's a property in New Haven available. And I initially thought, it's a little bit far, for a family office. But I thought, something compelled me to come out here and take a look. And I was super impressed. I thought the city is gorgeous. The backdrop is stunning. I mean, you have all the buildings from Yale, 200-plus-year-old buildings with a lot of architectural significance.
Estelle specifically is very centrally located.
Yeah.
So there's not like very long walks to let's say the best pizzerias in the neighborhood or to Yale. We're very centrally located.
The walking distance roughly maybe 10 minutes, a little bit.
Even less.
Yeah. Actually, you have considered a lot of things about the future Yale students, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so I think many students, parents must be curious, must be interested. From the design of the products, what kind of expectations can the international students have before they move in?
Of our building? Of this
of course, this one, yes.
Look, I studied architecture. I tried to get into Yale. I wasn't quite as good. I wasn't quite as good.
No worries. I also tried.
However, I did come here a few times during college whenever I needed some inspiration. Have you ever stayed at like a hotel that you can't get out of your head after you stay at? Where you leave and you're like, I really want to go back to that hotel.
Yeah.
And everything, the way it smells, the way it looks, the temperature, when you walk into the lobby, the music playing, the light that comes into the rooms, everything about it was perfect. that's the kind of philosophy that we take into, we thought, why can't an apartment building feel like a super high-end hotel?
Yeah.
If you walk through our lobby, which should be finished in the next couple days, you'll see that the material palette that we use will remind you of a lot of hotels you see in Europe.
Actually, you design by yourself, right?
We work with architects and interior designers, but we, at the end of the day, we kind of oversee everything, and a lot of the work is collaborative.
Wow.
It helps that I have the background that I do, because I'm able to sort of speak the same language as our designers.
Yeah, in our culture, actually not only China, actually I think in Confucius culture, people respect the family business, especially many years, especially after decades.
Yeah.
You still do things, pay attention to details by yourself. Actually today, when I stepped into the property, I saw Jay was dealing with a lot of, dirty works by himself.
I had a different shirt on when we got here.
Yeah, okay. For the international students, actually, when they decided to book a room, usually it should be several months only, right? It means they cannot experience your property like me, right? So could you explain to our students why they should feel safe to sign contracts before they make a decision with you guys? No, we don't talk about others. One of the things you did for the international students to make sure they should be confident.
Especially in this day and age, and working with international students, one of the most important things is having a very good and robust digital platform. So professional photography, excellent videos, virtual walkthroughs, and it is also very important to let the international students or international prospective tenants know about us, because a lot of it comes down to trust. So you want to work with a reputable group, a group that is delivered in the past, and then also, to give you a compliment, uhomes, you want to work with a professional brokerage company, and I could tell the viewers that the uhomes team has done extensive research about our building, about our company, before they agreed to take this on. And so I think the combination of having a very good local developer and a very good international broker is important to making the clientele feel comfortable that they're moving into a building that they're going to enjoy residing in.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think we've shifted a little bit of our thinking too. It used to be the old school way was you got to be here, you got to bring them here, you need to kind of walk them through every single space. Whereas now I think on the front end of every development that we're doing, we're putting as much emphasis on how to build the building digitally before we build it physically. Three-dimensional drawings, three-dimensional renderings. There's programs now where you can create the units and actually walk the units on your computer or on your phone before the building is even built. And just sort of staying in touch with, staying up to date with all the advancements with the visual technology that we have now has been huge for us.
So as Sean mentioned, the digital platforms. So from your understanding, from your eyes, what's the difference between uhomes.com and your other traditional partners, especially for the international market?
We work with a lot of great companies, and we enjoy it. But there's a special relationship with uhomes. I think your platform is very robust, very easy to use, and it syncs very well with our application process. So it's a seamless process. I think those are the key differentiators.
Actually, Hakimian should be our first instant booking partner in New York.
Really?
Yes, should be. What message would you like to share with the future residents who discover this building through uhomes?
Well, first and foremost, I will say that we designed and bought and built this building with the renter in mind. And I always show my kids pictures of our buildings. He really wants to go to Yale, and he wants to play on the Yale golf team.
So you built this for him?
So I built this. Actually, the apartment that we're in right now is reserved. But we built this for people to live here and to stay here. Our buildings, we have great retention in our buildings. And it's not just a Estelle idea, it's a universal idea. We want people to come and live in our buildings and not really want to leave or not want to go anywhere else. So I would feel very comfortable, sending your children or siblings or anyone to come stay at this building, because we had them in mind when we did this. We picked a part of town. It's very central. It's very safe.
Every time when I talk to you guys, your brothers, also my team, we can not only feel the family, the organization, humble, modest, especially a successful family after 50 years, not easy, to be honest. And to be honest, we think I'm so happy and honored to introduce Hakimian Organization, especially your products, to more international students, especially from China, because I can feel you guys treat not only the customers, but also partners like us as a part of your big family. It's very important, to be honest, especially for strangers. Their parents not here, right?
I think also what's become more important over the last few years is creating a sense of community in our properties. So when we're designing the building, Jay spends a lot of time focusing on our amenity spaces and thinking about how the tenants will spend time, yes, inside of their apartment. It should lay out nicely, they should be comfortable within the space, but also warmth to the building. And that carries through to the staff that we have. We make sure that the staff that we have greets people warmly, and as if you're coming home. It's not a cold feeling, it should be a warm feeling that you're coming home to something. So that's become a real emphasis for us over the years, is creating that sense of community.
I'm deeply moved by the organization's culture, the family culture, and from the picture, from the dialogue, I think our students, our parents can feel how these guys treat their products, treat their customers. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, it's our honor. Thank you.
Bye-bye.